Hey everybody, welcome. Hi, it's me, Vince, your host. It's Atomic Radio Hour time, and I'm also here with...
It's me. I'm not the only thing Vince brought back from Paris.
Oh shit.
Wait. I was going to make a joke, and I think I made that wrong. Yeah, he brought me back. I'm back.
I hope you guys don't mind. Kyle, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to sit down again this episode. I've been having an awful week. I know. It's just, I thought I'd ask. I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable. What's new, pal? How you been?
All right.
What have you been up to?
Nothing much.
How's Pennsylvania treating you?
All right.
Yeah?
Hot.
Yeah, I heard. Isn't it like pouring right now?
It stopped.
How uninteresting is that? Let's talk about the weather. Let's talk about the weather in a small town in Pennsylvania that is currently going on this very second that I'm not even privy to, and the only reason I know of it is because I was on a phone call with someone from back home 2 minutes ago. That's the most boring conversation to start a podcast with. Hi, everyone. We have things to talk about. We have a really fun lore segment today. Probably one of my favorite quests in Fallout 3. Not that it's like a good quest, but it's just fun. It's fun to redo every time. We'll get to there in a little bit. Kyle's here because it's that time of year again. It is time for the E3 time of year. E3 is not happening this year. I don't think it's ever happening again, to be completely honest.
No, I think it's done.
Yeah, I think it's over with. I think it's over and done with. But, this time of year, June... Happy Pride Month! I don't know how to make rainbow versions of the logo we have now, so all the homo homies, love you, but that's not my department. I'm sorry. Not the loving, it's the like photo editing stuff is just hard for me. But it's June, which means E3, which means all the game news, which means everything else. Kyle, you and I are going to talk about that towards the end of the program.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see what's in the notes. You want to talk about Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
All right. I'll be completely honest with you, Kyle.
You don't care.
I don't.
I know.
And it's not that I don't care. Like, I saw someone say this was white people's OJ, and I thought that was really funny. It's just... I, not for 1 second, didn't think Johnny Depp was going to win. Like, I never thought he was going to lose, is what I should say. Sorry. Because they were televising court, and everybody hated Amber Heard going into it.
Right. Well, he did lose in London to her.
Did he really?
Yeah. And then that's why he did this now. But, like...
Really?
Yeah. My mom's been watching it, and then I saw a clip of a psychiatrist they called to the stand that just freaking was wacko.
Oh, the guy is that the dude who called out Amber Heard's lawyer saying that the lawyer was like something with, this was her shot at fame or something? No. This guy?
This guy talked about how he analyzed Johnny Depp's speech and stuff like that to like television commercials and like stuff like that. And then Johnny Depp's, like, one of his lawyers asked him, what you other compared it to, and he said he compared it to the Pirates role. So he compared Johnny Depp's like voice and stuff like that to his Captain Jack Sparrow role, and then
where he's supposed to be a drunk pirate. Like, yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. And then he asked, "What about Willy Wonka?" And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Did you see Charlie and Chocolate Factory and did that?" And he just looks at the judge. And then he takes his, like, bottom tongue and swivels it around his bottom of his lip. And then there's a clip of Johnny Depp and his other lawyer just, like, leaning in going, "What the hell?"
No.
Yeah. And then the guy looks at the judge. He goes, "Do I have to answer that?" And the judge goes, "Yes, you do." He goes, "No, I didn't see Charlie and the Chocolate Factory."
Wait, hold on. Many questions arise. Did he know that there was a remake? Because, like... I think it would have been really funny if he was just like he leaned in with all sincerity and was like, Your Honor, that was Gene Wilder?
Nope, he's like, yeah, that was the whole thing. And then I watched that and I was like, okay. And then we've been watching like lawyer YouTubers stream it and react to it. and it's been pretty funny. But like, yeah, today he basically won today. He got like $8 million from it that she has to pay him, and she only got $2 million and $0 from hers because she only won one of the case things, but like he won them all, so he's good now. But he put out a thing that I was I was watching them, and as soon as that was verdict, not even like as they left, Amber Heard's Twitter put out a thing of like, oh, this is not freedom of speech and stuff like that, and like, and it wasn't even like they were prepared to put that out. And then Johnny Depp put out like a written statement of being like, I had to do this for my children to prove to them, I wanted my life back. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wanted to prove to them is like, if you're a man or woman, like, speak up. Don't let this happen.
So what happens now? Does he become a pirate again? Like, no, I saw a clip that he's like, I'll never work with Disney ever again.
He's never working with Disney again. As soon as that happened, Disney dropped him. Because they chose a woman getting hurt. Oh, man beat him. Okay, well, that's all we need to know.
Yeah. The same company that is going to sit there and try to act all holier than thou, but they send a completely different version of a movie to China. Mm. Like, what's that Pixar movie with Chris Pratt and the Spider-Man I don't like? Tom Holland. Wayward?
Yeah, something like that.
Like, there's a gay cop in it, and they're like, this is Pixar's first openly gay character, but she's not in the movie at all. Like, she's in the movie for like 17 frames, and it's enough where they can just take it out and send the movie to China.
Yeah.
So...
yeah. So yeah, I was watching that.
Good for you, Jonathan.
He can
Depp.
Breathe again, like it's over.
I don't agree with. I was watching something that it was like I was watching this thing that it was like you could go to the courthouse where it was going on, and he's leaving and people are just handing him gifts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is televised. This is a public matter at this point. He should have no contact with anybody. Like, just seeing the memes about him and how people are on his side, he's not being told not to watch television. He's not on the internet. Like, I don't know what the jury is, but it was everywhere. Like, I don't think anybody, at least I didn't, go into that thinking that he was going to come out the loser. Like, I knew he was going to win.
If he wasn't if it wasn't televised, he would have lost.
Absolutely. I don't know. I don't even know what was brought up against him. I know there's some audio out there, and there's one of him like drunk, and he like takes her wig, and he's like, "Oh, come on!" Like, that's all I know.
There's a lot of clips of her just like screaming at him abusively, and like he's like, "You hit me, you punched me." She goes, "No, I didn't. That's not a punch." He's like, "You punched me," and stuff like that, and like just her screaming and laughing like an evil person. She's just like, "Can you not?" And she's just like cackling.
Can you please stop? I saw there was one audio clip where she was like, "Go ahead, Johnny Depp. Try to fight a woman in court." And she was pretty much saying like, "No, I can do whatever I want, and I'm gonna get away with it."
Mm-hmm. She also shit in his bed and then sent him there.
That's hot. A prank. It's real hot.
But
the little scat play, You don't think Johnny Depp's he's got a weird fetish. Well, you know he has to have a weird fetish. That's the thing about
this whole thing too is like he basically said like, "Listen, I take drugs, I did alcohol. I said some stuff about her, but like he brought it all out in this court, and Amber Heard just lied on the stand the whole time." And that's what they got to win him over. His attorneys were like, "Listen, Johnny Depp just stood up here, told you everything about his life, and you got this woman over here that lied to you, won't admit stuff to you." I think she admitted like not taking drugs, but like on their wedding invitation schedule it says drugs, like, "Oh, do drugs." Yeah.
No, that she had it itinerary says do drugs.
Yeah, it's like have drugs or something like that. But like, yeah, that's And they even brought up that, I mean, they won too because they're like, listen, we're not here. Johnny's not here for the money. He's here to prove to the world and to his children that he's not an abuser, a woman beater. And he did.
There are children in Ghana that died today because they don't have food. But hey, Johnny Depp got off.
There's a lot of children dying today.
Damn, Kyle. Did you have a hand in that?
No.
The way you said that, you were just like, Order 66.
No.
Damn, Kate.
You know what's going on in the world at the moment.
No, I know. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I was having a conversation with somebody at work, and they were just like, they were complaining about some first world problem. And I was like, hey, you know the country Ukraine? And they're like, yeah. I was like, you ever been bombed on your own soil? And they're like, no. I was like, all right, maybe what you're going through isn't a big deal.
Mm-hmm. That and, but, no school is safe anymore.
Yeah, there was just
another one, like at a hospital.
At a hospital in, like, Oklahoma. Dude, you know what's... I don't know if I said it on the last episode. I think I did. I was very jet lagged. I, like, landed and opened Twitter, and it was the first thing I saw. And I was like, it's so nice to know that nothing changed while I was gone.
Yep.
Like, there is just a school shooting. Like, I live in the state where Columbine happened, and I keep forgetting that because I made a joke about Columbine at work. I said this dude was dressed like the Columbine shooter, and, like, nobody laughed. That would have killed back home. At least amongst our friends, it would have killed. Mm. And, Kyle, I'd like to point out that I took the high road by saying the joke killed twice and didn't make a joke about killing. No, it was just like, you can't go to school. Now people are saying, let teachers carry guns.
Yeah.
Or how about, did you know that the cops didn't go into that school till 70-something minutes later, and they interviewed the sheriff or the chief of police, and they're like, well, why didn't you send anybody in? He's like, well, those policemen, their lives were in danger. And it's like, not the 19 children that got gunned down. Chris, who I play Overwatch with, Kyle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who I've talked about Chris here before. I film him skating and shit. He told me that one of the teacher's husbands died because he had a heart attack because he was such in mourning. Like, I don't want to be that guy who went to another country and is like, I don't want to live here anymore, but I've been saying I don't want to live in the US for a very long time, and I'm getting real sick of being here. Mm. We're a joke. Like, when I met my friend Namgal in Paris, I was like, what do the French people think of America? And he's like, what do you think they think? And I'm like, I think a lot of people think that Americans are a joke. We're dumb. We're stupid. America, 43rd in education, number 1 in confidence. I don't remember learning about World War II, Kyle. I just know that I watched so much History Channel as a kid that, like, I kind of knew what was going on, but I don't ever remember talking about it. Like, the school system has failed us. I'm not trying to doom. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, because you brought this up, like, you can't go to school. You can't go to the hospital. Kyle, when I moved out here, this is a big state. I'm in a city. But, like, there's a security guard with a gun at the Asian market, dude.
Yeah.
Like, why? Like, is it that bad that we need that? And I get it. Whatever. I'm not going to sit here and argue about gun laws and gun rights and this and that. I think so many people that this isn't a problem. Why is this not a problem anywhere else in the world, Kyle? That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, I'm not trying to make this a political thing.
Right.
This isn't a political show. Why is it only in the U.S.? Why is it only here? Are we too big?
I don't think we're too big. I think we have a lot of people that have their own personal opinion that only really care about their own personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That, like, seeing other people's opinions still matter to them because their only thing that matters to them is that certain thing.
Yeah. Well, did you also see that video of Ted Cruz?
Yeah.
In the app. What? You're a senator. Why are you in an Applebee's? Go to a real restaurant. He's in an Applebee's and the guy's yelling at him. He's like, there's blood on your hands. 19 kids. And the guy gets taken away and he goes, all right, have a good night. Like, go f yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, it's, I mean, I know every country, every place, every piece of this earth has its own problems. I'm not ignorant to that. But why is this here? Why? And like going back to the teachers having guns, that's why we have the cops. And don't get me wrong, it's fuck 12 to the day I die, but it's very much send the cops in. If a cop gets shot and dies in the line of duty, that's what he signed up for. A basketball player knows that he could risk injury of his knees or any other ligament. A doctor knows that he could be worked to exhaustion. Anybody who joins the military knows there is a very high likelihood of you getting shot defending your country. When you sign up to be a cop, you sign up knowing there could be a day where I have to find somebody with a gun and save somebody from other people. I saw a meme going around of like a guy with an assault rifle, which I don't think is a technical term because whatever, but like, you know, a big gun, like a Call of Duty looking ass gun. And it was like me trying to protect my kids if somebody was in the school. You're not going to do that. You're not Rambo. Like Mike Tyson has famously said, everybody, the greatest boxer ever, like better than Muhammad Ali, and I'll say this to the day I die, the greatest boxer ever has said, everybody has a plan until you get punched in the face. You could prepare and be ready, but as soon as you know some shit's going to happen, it's not a movie. This isn't a movie. You're not going to go there with a gun and try to take this guy down. Honestly, you're probably going to wind up shooting somebody because you're going to be scared and you're going to shoot a teacher. So, I don't know. COVID's over, though, Kyle. Aren't you happy about that?
Yep, COVID's over as well. I saw a person that I went to school with.
You're going to have to tell me who.
Do you want me to tell you now?
I'll just beep it.
Posted a photo of, like, going to a concert, COVID's over, or, like, something.
Did she mean that, though, or was COVID. It ironic?
No, it was definitely a thing. I think it was like, oh, post-COVID.
I'm surprised no one's called it post-vid yet. But, like, you know, I'd be a hypocrite if I said COVID wasn't over, or COVID was over, wasn't over, whatever, because I just went out of the country, Kyle. Mm-hmm. But, like, nobody wore a mask. They didn't ask me for my COVID papers on the way in. They wanted them on the way out.
Yeah, no one cares anymore. It's that thing of like
overexposure?
No, it's more like, all right, I'm very bored of it. We done it, you know what I mean? Like, people are very sick of doing it, so they're not going to do it. Like, we gave it a try in the beginning, but all right, I'm sick of it.
Yeah. Yeah. And now monkeypox is here. How do you feel about the monkeypox, Papa?
I don't know.
I hope they shut everything down. Kyle, I want 2 weeks. I worked through the whole pandemic. I want 2 weeks off. That's all I want. I don't ask for much. I just want to learn how to make bread and watch that silly tiger show like everyone else.
I can't find it now, but yeah, it was like going to see a concert post-COVID.
Who was it?
Like, what do you mean who was it?
Like, what show was it?
I don't remember. It was like probably a country singer.
Hold on. Kyle, can you vamp?
Vamp?
Yeah, just kind of fill air, because I don't feel like editing. I'm very tired, Kyle. I'm gonna see if I'm friends with her and if I can find her on the old book face.
I am, but I don't see the post though.
So that's the state of the world today, I guess.
Yep.
But at least a famous, beautiful millionaire got off, and COVID's over. Kyle, I have a feeling we're going to talk about whatever E3 thing is going to happen for quite a while. I know I didn't tell you to do this beforehand, but like I want you to kind of think of what while I'm doing the
I already wrote them down.
Get the fuck out of here.
I pre-wrote them down. What do you expect not to?
Oh, Kyle, I love you. I was going to say, think of like 3 to 5 super outlandish things that would totally blow your mind if they happened. But even better, because I don't know anything that's happening with these events. Like you were telling me that we have events. Join the Discord, seriously. Because we have events of like, we're going to sit down and watch these things together in there. I didn't even realize that I had joined them. I might have joined them while I was in Paris and just went click, 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 and that was it. Mm-hmm. But Discord is a fun time to do fun activity such as. So, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's PlayStation?
Tomorrow's Sony. It's only 30 minutes. Let me pull it up.
What are you pulling up? To the club?
No, they're the post. It's 30 minutes of announcements. Says revealing third-party partners and a sneak peek at several games for PSVR 2.
Ooh. I don't think it's going to be huge, but it'll be fun.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be... I mean, who knows? It's third-party stuff, so we're not going to see, like, Last of Us, God of War.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean, like... It's not going to be big stuff, you know what I mean? But, like... Yeah,
we can speculate. We can speculate.
Yeah, plus...
Let me just...
Their stuff will... You know, like, we could have announcements throughout the whole week.
Yeah.
That's from PlayStation. But, yeah.
So, before we get into lore, I gotta talk about the Patreon real quick. Hello. Welcome. Make sure you are in the Discord if you are part of the Patreon, because if you are in the filmed live before a studio audience tier, you can watch these live. I'm still... I have it ready to rock. I'm like 90% sure, but the way I kind of have my setup, because like I said, you know, rough week, I kind of just have everything on my bed, and I'm sitting, I don't have the table in front of me, and I don't, you know, whatever, excuses. But make sure you're there, because you can watch these live, and like, you know, you could double check if what I'm saying and I sound like a doofus, there's a chat that you could be like, hey, you're wrong. And Kyle sounds beautiful today. But all this being said, we have to thank the Patreon. Thank you for your love and your support. Starting from the top, we have to thank the OG Noah. Thank you, Noah. After Noah, we have to thank Danny. Thank you, Danny. After Danny, we have to thank Marcus. Thank you, Marcus. And last but certainly not least, we have to thank TP. Thank you, TP. Again, thank you for your love and your support. Make sure you're in the Discord. And Kyle, I think we should move on to lore.
All right.
So, I asked a very simple question in the Discord. And it was, I'm thinking of a way to serve a potato. First person to guess it gets it right. And nobody got it. I'll be completely honest. Nobody got it. But I didn't feel like having this one go on. I just kind of wanted someone to tell me what to do. And someone said mashed potato. Mr. Tom Flood, hello, sir, said mashed potatoes, which I was going to make the argument that it was the closest thing somebody had said to potato soup. If you add too much butter, it's a little too soupy. A little too much milk, too soupy. You won this round. And I was excited. I feel like I haven't done lore like this in a while. Like, I feel like it was just me getting ready, preparing something with Kyle, doing something with Kyle, and then out. So I feel like I'm kind of back to the old school approach, the old school way. So there was a very early meme in the first, like, 50 episodes, maybe even less than that, of Lucas Sims's hat. And we had Mrs. E on. It was a big thing about the bonnet, the hat. So Mr. Tom Flood goes, hey, have you ever done the quest, The Power of Atom, like by itself? And I'm like, I don't think I have, but I must have talked about that quest ad nauseum. Just by referencing it, going, Lucas Sims hat and Confessor Cromwell and Mr. Burke and Tenpenny. Like, just from that, like, I must have talked about it way too much. So if you want to hear any lore whatsoever, make sure you're in the Discord, because once a week I ask a lore question, and the first person to get the question right gets to pick lore for the week. This week it was Mr. Tom Flood, and he chose the quest from Fallout 3, The Power of Atom. Now, the quest, The Power of Atom, I said earlier in the show, is probably one of my favorite quests. Not because it's a great quest, not because it's even, like, anything that... I mean, it has real consequence, but, like, not that it's not... I don't know, there's just something special about it. Something that just introduces you to the world of, like, these are the politics of the world. This is how... here is someone who is trying to be very lawful, trying to help people, trying to show people that there is some humanity left in this wasteland. And then there is this guy who's just like, yeah, I don't like it, get rid of it. And I feel like that really sets it up. I've been thinking a lot about the atmosphere of Fallout 3 lately, and how it's just desolate and lonely. I've been thinking about that a lot, actually. And it's really representative in this quest in many ways. So Sheriff Lucas Sims wants the nuke in the middle of the town to be disarmed, which is a reasonable thing to want. Here's a giant warhead from 200 years ago that never went off, but is still very much active. He offers you 100 caps to do this, but you could talk him up with a speech check to 500. Now, Mr. Burke, by way of Alistair Tenpenny, wants to blow up the town of Megaton. I don't remember the exact wording. I didn't read the quote, and it's been a while since I've actually heard Tenpenny talk about it, but I believe he calls it like a blemish, or he doesn't have anything nice to say about Megaton. He says it's ruining his view of the wasteland from atop of Tenpenny Tower. So you can find Mr. Burke in Moriarty's Saloon, again in Megaton. And Megaton is just, I want to just say this real quick, Megaton is one of these cities in a Fallout game that makes me look at cities differently. Like, there's the airport in Fallout 4 that the Brotherhood takes over, and there's McCarran in New Vegas. But, like, I don't feel like we've really seen a lived-in airport, if this makes any sense. Like, I want to see an airport where, like, this section is taken up by these people, this section is taken up by these people, and it's kind of like its own homogenous thing. Not just this is a military base that connects the Strip to McCarran. Or here's where the Brotherhood is, and, like, you get the seats that are cool. Like, I want to see a real, like, baseball stadiums, any sort of stadium, any sort of large gathering place. Because of the Fallout games, I look at differently. And Megaton falls under that of just this ramshackled garbage that became a community. Now, inside of Moriarty's Saloon, where you find Mr. Burke, Burke will come to you with the proposition of saying, hey, I don't want this town here anymore. My boss doesn't want this town here anymore. He thinks it's an eyesore. He thinks it's a blight on the wasteland. So I'm going to give you 500 caps. Take this device. It's a pulse charge, I believe. I have it written down. Take this pulse charge and put it in the nuke. We'll get to a safe distance. You come meet me at my boss's house, my house, everything. And then you detonate it, and then I'll give you some money. You can talk him up to 1,000 caps, or you can use the Black Widow perk, which I'll get into a little bit towards the end. But also, you can negate like this entire quest by just walking up to the bomb if you have 25 explosives and going, cool, it's deactivated. And then you can just go to Lucas Sims and it's over. Now, if you choose to rig the bomb, it takes a 25 explosive check, and Burke gives you a fusion pulse charge. You could also use Mentads and a Raider Blast helmet to up your explosives if you don't have them high. I don't have it written down, but there is like a mini side quest that you can go to the water purifying plant and find a stash of drugs. And it's like, I didn't know this was a thing, like, whatsoever. I've played this game so much. I've done this quest so many times. Did not know this was, like, an actual thing you can do. You can find the stash of drugs, take the Mentads, and then, like, it opens up I don't know if it's a mark quest. I honestly didn't really look into it because I thought it was so minor. I didn't even write it down. But it's like an unmarked maybe or side quest that's just like, this guy has a drug problem. You can confront him about it. Now, if you warn, there's a complete option where you could warn Lucas Sims and say to him, hey, I'm going to go blow up your town, and he turns hostile, so does Deputy Weld and everybody else in the town. What's fun about this is that in the Japanese version of the game, this doesn't exist whatsoever. Mr. Burke does not exist in the Japanese copy, and I really want to get my hands on a Japanese copy. I don't know if it's like the covers in Japanese, but just to have that, I think would be really tight. Anyway, you either deactivate the bomb in town or you leave it alone. You don't get to play with it. Like, you don't get to do the quest whatsoever, which is understandable given the history of Japan. And I mean, I know that's why they don't have mini nuke launchers. They have Nuka launchers, which is supposed to be like the Nuka-Colas. Now, once you rig the bomb, you can meet Mr. Burke. You can meet Mr. Burke and Tenpenny on the balcony where he tells you about the little show that's about to take place. He even gives you the privilege of detonating the bomb. If you do this, goddamn, why is my nose and mouth and lip itchy?
Drugs.
If you do this, it instantly gives you negative 1,000 karma, and it's the lowest your karma rating can be in the entire game. Now, this I didn't know either. I had no clue whatsoever this was even remotely possible. If you start this quest, if you go through the act of putting the charge inside of the nuke, and you go back to Tenpenny to blow it up, but before that, you go see Roy Phillips, the ghoul outside who wants to get in, and you allow him into the building. When you go to the top to see Tenpenny, you'll see him and Burke having a conversation. I had no clue this happens. And Burke will intimidate Roy Phillips, and he'll tell him about his plan to blow up Megaton. And Roy Phillips is like, yeah, they don't need to be there either. And then you can still blow up Megaton, and then Burke and Roy Phillips develop a partnership together. I had no clue this was a thing. I had no clue whatsoever this was a thing. And I've played this game how much? And I feel like if we knew this when we played Fallout D&D and like we did kind of this scenario to an extent, this would have played out very differently. But like, how cool is that? You just see how evil Burke is. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about Tenpenny. He cares about who's going to keep him safe. And he sees that this ghoul has now taken over the tower. He's obviously got some power. Okay, I'll rock with you for a bit. Now, you can just disarm the bomb, like I said earlier, with 25 explosives. And then you're given the key to the Megaton house. And Burke will leave. I don't think you actually see him leave. I think he just disappears. And then he just sends Talon and Company mercs after. Now, you can kill Burke after talking to him with absolutely no penalty. And if you report Burke to Sims, Sims will take the pulse charge and confront Burke. Now, 9 times out of 10, Lucas Sims is going to die. If you do this out of order, he'll die. Even if he reaches the door and you find a way to make it where Burke doesn't shoot, he just leaves the door, you go out the door, and there's Lucas Sims's dead body. There's a few ways to negate it, but it's like incredibly hard. You can shoot Burke's hand, and it'll make him drop his gun. You could shoot the gun out of his hand, it'll make him drop it. Or you can just kill Burke, and it ends. Like, as soon as you enter. Now, but if Lucas Sims is killed, you can go to his son Hardin Sims, and you can still hand in the quest. You can also Black Widow, I brought this up earlier, you can also Black Widow your way into telling Mr. Burke that Megaton should be left alone, and then he promises to send for you, and he even sends love letters to Megaton for you, which, again, I had no clue about. I learned a lot about this quest. This go around. They're just in Moriarty Saloon. You can go and pick them up. They're super neat. That's pretty much everything I have for the way the quests play out, the way the quests work. I'm going to go on to where I get all of my lore, which is fallout.fandom.com, and just read some of the fun facts and notes quick. So your rewards. In bottle caps, 500 if speech was successful at the start of it, 100 if accepted from Lucas Sims and the speech check was failed. You get the Megaton house key, the deed to the house, 300 XP, 200 karma if the bomb is disarmed. If Megaton is destroyed, you get 1,000 caps if you successfully pass a speech check, or only 500. The 10 penny suite, the key for it, and the deed, 300 XP, so the same amount of XP, and a minus 1,000 karma, and regulators will start hunting you. Blowing up Megaton causes an extra video to show up in the game's ending if the player character has low karma. The video shows clips of the destruction of Megaton. The player character can go to Burke and decline his request, still leaving the option open. Turn him into Sims, proceed to accept Burke's quest, gaining the fusion pulse charge without giving it to Sims, and arm the bomb. After entering the bar, Sims will either confront Burke as usual, if Burke had entered by the time the player character arrives, or he will leave immediately to confront Burke outside, only to suddenly die, prompting the threat from Burke. After this is done, the player character can still gain access to the 10 penny tower under the invitation of Burke, but will have to steal nearby keys to access 10 penny's suite and balcony. The detonator will be available for use with no sign of Burke, and Megaton can be destroyed for the only 1,000 karma and for only the negative 1,000 karma and no other compensation. Oh my god. That's taken a long way to do something very simple. It's possible to get both good karma and 100 cap reward for disarming Megaton's bomb. However, it must be done the first time you enter Megaton before Lucas Sims approaches you. That's incredibly hard. Immediately upon entering the town, run to the undetonated atomic bomb and ignore Sims' dialogue. Use some mentats, if necessary, to disarm the bomb. When it's disarmed, let Lucas Sims approach you and talk to you automatically like he normally would. Bring up that you disarmed the bomb without even talking to him. The game treats it as if you didn't want a reward, since you did it on your own accord, and you'll be rewarded with good karma. When he finally approaches you, he will not comment regarding your arrival, but only the disarming of the bomb, and will inform you that there is a reward for disarming it. He will then give you 100 caps and the deeds to the Megaton house. There's also, real quick, because I don't think I'm ever going to get a chance to, talk about this again. If you're playing Fallout 3 for the first time, go to Moriarty Saloon. There is a way where you can get money from Moriarty, then go to Silver. I think her name is Silver, the prostitute that's, ducking him, and you can exploit money out of her and then go back to him and exploit more money out of him. So, but the beginning of the game, I believe it's 1,200 caps that you have. And it's awesome. If you blow up Megaton, Deputy Weld's head can be found in front of the ruins of Megaton, speaking his lines in a distorted voice. Ironically, his head will occasionally say that the bomb is perfectly safe. If you do not kill Moira before blowing up Megaton, she will be found wandering near where Deputy Weld is ghoulified. If you do kill Moira, her body will appear outside the ruins. Cool. Also, the strength bobblehead is in Lucas Sims' house. Do not forget that. If Lucas Sims gets killed by Mr. Burke or any other way and then disarmed the bomb afterwards, Three Dog will state that Lucas Sims cited the Lone Wanderer for disarming the bomb, even though he's dead. If you stand in front of Burke when he shoots Lucas Sims, the bullet goes through you because it's a scripted event. In Fallout 3, this is the only achievement or trophy that doesn't have the Vault Boy featured in its logo. That's neat. Despite not wearing protective dark glasses, Tenpenny and the Lone Wanderer aren't blinded by the atomic blast. Of course, it's a videos James. So behind the scenes, the coordinates displayed on the remote detonator at Tenpenny Tower are -1, -7, are actually coordinates to the game cell in which contains the bomb. Oh wow, cool. That is the Power of Atom quest from Fallout 3, and that is lore. So Papa.
Yeah.
It's that special time of year.
Yes.
You want to just hit the studios, the big ones, and just work our way? Because, is Nintendo doing anything?
No. So it's just the Summer Games Fest, and then that's going on for 2 weeks, and then we got the Bethesda Xbox stuff.
Cool.
I don't know if Nintendo's going to do anything or not, or, it's not... Mm-hmm. They could do something later on, I think they did that last year.
Yeah.
So.
You want to hit the listeners with the boogans?
Sure. I don't know. Where should we start?
Whatever feels comfortable. Well, tomorrow's Sony, so let's speculate on Sony before we do any. But, by the time this comes out, it's all going to be old news, you know what I mean?
Right.
But still.
From reading the article, I don't think anything big will be announced.
From Sony?
Big tomorrow, yeah. I feel like it's just we'll get some updates on some stuff.
Isn't there a rumor that Sony bought the Elden Ring people?
No. That's a rumor, but I don't think that would be... I don't know if they would... I don't know
As of right now, what company is that?
FromSoft.
As of right now, FromSoft
is also
still
owned by Bandai Namco.
Really?
Yeah, they're also part of that. So I don't think Sony would be able to buy them. I don't know. Sony stuff. I want my Sly Cooper new one or remastered of the remaster. There's rumors about new Infamous coming out.
Really?
Yep. I think I sent you a photo of that.
I'd like to see that very much. I like the Infamous games. I think they're very fun. I mean, they're very PS3 though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They came out.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, looking back and thinking about those games, they're very PS3.
Yeah.
Like, they have just that feeling to them.
Mm-hmm. Definitely more on Spider-Man.
I'd like to see that, but I doubt we're gonna. I don't like the new Spider-Man face.
We got a trailer last year, so.
Valid. I remember where it was. Damn.
Supposedly, Sony bought another Marvel property.
Oh?
So we might get a tease of what that may be.
A Fantastic Four game?
Maybe. They have Spider-Man, Wolverine. Did they say Iron Man? They have something else. I don't remember. Hold on, let me look it up. There's a article here that says leakers claim Sony's working on multiple Marvel games. We know Spider-Man 2 is happening. Wolverine is happening. Yeah, I don't know. I hope it's interesting and really cool. What they choose to. And, like, what studio is going to be making that. That'd be cool to check out.
What do you really want to see? Like, what's, like, the top 3 things you want to see from Sony?
Sony?
Other than Sly Cooper.
I gotta think about that because, like, we are getting basically backwards compatibility in 2 weeks. So that's kind of... But, like, other than Sly Cooper, like, Infamous, I guess. I don't know, something being brought back that we haven't seen. Like, I'm hoping for one day we get a new Ape Escape.
Really?
Like, we have not seen Ape Escape since PS2.
Wow.
PS2, PSP was the last time Ape Escape was a thing.
I'd like to see a new Katamari Damacy. Like, I know the creator walked away after the second one, but, like, just to have something I could mindlessly play. Yeah. I want to see Factions. Like, I really want to see Factions.
I think we'll see something about that, or the remastered.
I'd love to bring back T-Lou Tuesday. That was a lot of fun.
I have a feeling we're going to see do Twisted Metal. Because of
Aren't they doing a show? Yeah.
Will Arnett is Sweet Tooth, the voice of Sweet Tooth.
BoJack Horseman
is the voice of Sweet Tooth. But yeah, I have a feeling that maybe that would come back. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, it's hard to think of, like, what.
So what else is there?
Well, next we have kind of the general Summer's Game Fest, which anything can be announced, you know.
Wait, hold on. No, that was the Game Awards. Sorry, go on.
Game Awards, yeah. Summer Game Fest is the new E3, basically.
And who's at this? Like, who hosts this?
Jeff Keighley.
What are you thinking we're going to see?
So here's the partners that are going to be there.
Yes.
We got 2K, Activision, Atlas, Bandai Namco, Bloober Team.
Oh, did they just got bought by Sony.
Capcom, Coffee Stain, Deep Silver, Devolver, Digital Extremes. I don't know what that is. EA, Epic Games, Focus Entertainment, Frost Giant, Humble Games, Level Infinity, Sega, Square Enix, Netflix, PlayStation, Samsung Gaming, Skybound, Steam, Studio MDHR, which is Little Big Planet, I believe.
Studio MDHR is Cuphead.
Oh, Cuphead, sorry. The logo look like thing. WB and Xbox.
Gang. So...
And there'll probably be other, you know, other studios and stuff like that.
What are you thinking we're going to see? Because I think we're finally going to... Do we have a release date for the DLC for Cuphead?
I believe so.
We're probably going to get more footage on that. If Studio MDHR is making Cuphead.
Or something else from them.
You think Cuphead 2? Because think they'll announce Cuphead 2 before the DLC is out?
Because I think the DLC will... I think they're only going to do that DLC for Cuphead. And, I mean, I kind of hope they work on something else.
You know what I'd like to see from them,
Not like
honestly?
Cuphead, but like a different style.
I think if they kept that 30 style, a turn-based RPG. Like a final... Like if it was like Final Fantasy... Like, you know, where, like, here's your 4 characters on one side, here's your 4 characters on that side.
Right.
Just the way that game is animated, literally, I feel like a turn-based RPG would work really, really well for them.
I want to one up you a little bit more.
Yeah, please.
A noir game.
Yes. That's all I have to say about that. Speaking of noir games, you know what game I'd really like to see?
What?
That PS5 game that's like you're a cat in a cyber...
I think that has a...
Really?
Date?
Okay.
Fray? What's it called? No, it's called Stray. I think I've seen something about them talking about that.
I really want to play that game. It's silly. But I feel like I've been talking about it for 3 years now.
Game is scheduled to release mid-2022.
Huh. Well, you said Sega's there, right?
Sega's there.
Did you see any of the footage on Sonic Frontiers?
Yes.
How do you feel about it?
I mean, I'm down for open world Sonic, but it looks weird.
Right? Like, he doesn't seem like he has momentum.
Not that. It's just like he doesn't fit. Like, it's like, look at this graphically beautiful world, and here's a blue hedgehog that looks like he's from a video game running around.
Yeah.
Like,
but here's my thing. I was watching, there's like a 7-minute IGN video, which I know IGN, yuck, but at least they're not Kotaku. And like, I'm watching this video and there's spring pads and little boost pads and rings all over the place. But like, the video, the intro was like, Sonic shows up on a mysterious new island or something, or new planet or new dimension. And I was like, why are there rings there?
Right.
And like, there's a punch button, so Sonic can punch now. So it's just like Shadow the Hedgehog.
Right.
And like, I have a feeling we're not going to see any other Sonic characters in this game.
I want a better trailer. Like, I want a story trailer.
I didn't like that you grind up. Like, I saw a video that was like a Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic, like in the first level in City Escape, right where you get off the snowboard, there's a rail that, like, if you don't have enough momentum, you go up and come back down. He doesn't seem like like you said, he belongs in the world. I feel like his movements are way too quick. Like, they don't have the in-between animations done for it yet, but also it could be in like an alpha state. Like, we're judging a game that we don't know anything about yet. Yeah. So I'm curious to see it. I hope they delay it, honestly.
Because I don't think we even have a date.
I think this could be really big for Sega. Like, I really feel like Sega's a company that, like, they were on top, and then every Sonic game after, like, Adventure 2 sucked.
Yeah, we got 06.
Yeah, well, not even that. Just like Sonic Riders. Like, Sonic Riders apparently has a huge fan base, but it's not like a well-known game. Like, it's not Sonic and Knuckles. It's not Sonic 2. It's not the adventure games. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But who WB's there, so I want to know what's going on with these Batman games that I feel like I've been hearing about for 4 years.
They got delayed. Or
again?
The one got delayed. I think I sent you it. Oh my god.
Well, I had no access to my Twitter.
Yeah, the one got delayed. I was
on Twitter, but I couldn't see your DMs.
The one got delayed, and also it's only on next gen, so we couldn't play. Remember?
Oh, well, we could. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Damn, Kate.
I kind of want to see definitely what's going on with Assassin's Creed, if they're going to show the next game, or they're going to show the big open multiplayer. I can't think of the name. Fortnite is called it.
Garbage? Sorry, you set me up.
It's the live service. There's supposed to be an Assassin's Creed live service game where you go in different actual periods and you play with friends. That or the... Huh?
It's free?
I think so.
Gang shit, maybe I'll play with you.
It's been leaked about that, but like nothing officially, I don't think.
But this isn't the main series game. This is like an accoutrement.
No, I don't think we're getting a main series game for a couple of years. We are supposed to get a new game that was supposed to be DLC for Valhalla that's going to take place in... not Constantinople.
Istanbul.
Hold on, I gotta figure this out.
It's all around the text now. We need Fall Guys too.
Well, it's free to play now.
Faller Guys. I know. We should play it again. That game is a lot of fun. Wait, God, wasn't there an Assassin's Creed that took place in French?
Yeah, that's Unity.
Unity?
Yeah, that's the Paris one.
Could you climb the Eiffel Tower?
No,
wait, was it there?
It wasn't
Probably
there.
wasn't there. That makes more sense.
It was like, yeah, the French Revolution is when it took place. Oh, well, technically, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. You can climb the Eiffel Tower. It's in a flashback, so you can climb it in a, it's like a, not a flashback, but like a, you get sent to like different time periods in France, so like you actually climb it during World War II.
That's cool. How come there's not an Assassin's Creed game that takes place during World War II?
Vehicles.
Really?
That's why they said they have not made any modern day ones, because most of the time you spend in a vehicle in your life.
Huh. So we'll just never get a modern day one.
Probably not.
That sucks. Because not even a World War one? I think they could do World War One really easily.
Syndicate.
Oh.
Syndicate had a whole side thing you got into, and you played as one of their granddaughters in World War One.
Playing as a woman?
London. Yeah.
Good shit. What else is there? Who else is there? Should we talk about Bethesda, Kyle?
Just a couple other things. I hope we get to see the BioShock game. Which is officially, which has been like, they have said like we are working on next one. I think they said like 8 years, which was like 8 years ago, or sometime.
I remember that. I remember like I was in the bathroom and I read it on my telephone. I don't get BioShock.
I love it. BioShock, definitely for me, Mass Effect stuff, Dragon Age stuff. I want to see what this next Mafia game is. I don't know if I sent it to you, but it's a prequel. So that means it's a prequel to Mafia 1. Mafia 1 took place in the 40s? 40s?
Oh? Do you know about the Mafia 1 mod for the Titanic?
I do not.
I gotta send you this video. I saw this video a little while ago. Somebody has spent like I want to say like a decade working on remaking the Titanic in Mafia 1.
Huh.
And then there's like a whole quest line that you do.
So, yeah, I never seen that. But Mafia 1 takes place in the 30s, and I told our friend Alex this, and he goes, do you know what this means? We're going to get a 1920s Mafia game.
Yeah, with Prohibition and the Depression. That's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Oh, my God.
Yep.
The shitty cars. Oh, my God. What else?
We can hop into Xbox and Bethesda.
You know what I want to see, right? Hold on. Let me hit the button. Fallout 3 and New Vegas Remake Remastered. Or Fallout 1 and 2. Which won't happen, but, you know, a boy can dream. You think we'll probably get more Starfield gameplay? We'll probably get a new date.
We definitely will get, like, official Starfield
When is this one, the 12th?
Yes, I believe Bethesda Xbox is the 12th. Yeah, no, I think most of their time will be that.
Probably get. You think we'll get any word on Elder Scrolls?
I hope we get something a little bit more.
It'll probably just be like, we're working on it.
Yeah, it'll probably be behind the scenes nonsense. See, I don't know, like what, like I think we hit the spot of like what new things are we seeing from Bethesda now? You know what I mean? Like before we usually had like games that were coming out and like stuff like that, like Doom and stuff. Now we have like, okay, we know Starfield's coming. Elder Scrolls is far away. We have the red. What is it? Redfall. But like,
that got pushed back.
That got pushed back. But like, what is everybody else doing?
What do you mean everybody else?
Like they have Arcane.
Oh.
What are the Doom guys doing?
Arcane is doing
what
Redfall.
Are these others? That's true, yeah. But I think they have the other people that did Deathloop. They broke off of Arcane.
Oh, yes, you're correct.
Like, what are they up to now after Deathloop? Like, yeah, what are all these other like small studios in Bethesda working on that we have not heard or seen? You know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I want to see Fallout 3 and New Vegas remakes, remasters. Just put them on a hard disk on a new console. That's it. That's all I want. I will pay the money for them, update the smallest of small things. That's it. Just, I want to play them again. And I want to play them again on a console. Like, I could play them on my computer, yeah, but I just want to play them the way the good Lord intended. And, like, we'll probably get another release of Skyrim.
Oh, that's the thing. Like, who knows? Like, what we're gonna see? I mean, we're gonna see that Fallout thing, right? The
show
for 76.
Apparently, Expeditions has already come out. I had no clue. I had no clue. I had no clue it came out.
I had no clue.
Nobody talked about it.
I have not seen anything.
I haven't seen a dude. I mean, look, I'm not a 76 player. I made that apparent.
But like, same. But like,
I see Fallout shit.
I see game stuff.
My UC game shit. My feed is curated to be Fallout stuff.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it. It came out, and one fella. I saw a post about it, and he was like, it's one quest that you do over and over and over again. Why was this so hyped up? Why would you do this in a beloved location? I want to play it just to do it one time and say I did it, just to look at the street signs and the architecture and be like, Fallout 3, my favorite game ever, the best experience I've ever had. Like the closest thing I've ever had to a real orgasm. Like just Fallout 3. Like I just want that. Like, but I haven't seen anything about it, dude. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, same.
Even the Fallout YouTubers that I'm not super watching a lot of them because I'm trying to make this not sound shitty. Not because they're bad, just because a lot of them are posting about 76.
Right.
And I don't have any interest. Mm-hmm. None of that shit seems canon to me. This sheep squatch, what are you, nuts? What are you, crazy? What are you, nuts? What are you, crazy? No. Like, I haven't seen a thing about it.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you.
Same.
Sorry.
I don't know. What do you...
I want Fallout 3. I want Vegas. That's what I want to see.
Fallout 3.
That's what I want to see. I honestly, I want to see that. Minecraft 2. If I could pull anything out of my ass, it would be a Psychonauts animated series because I feel like that would work. I really feel like that would work, especially the Psychonauts 2.
Oh, that's right. We're talking about Xbox. Yeah,
I wasn't. I'm just saying in general. I'd like to see a Street Fighter that is an ass. I'd like to see maybe like a new Mortal Kombat. I'd like to see more anything on the new. The remake of Destroy All Humans 2, because I played the shit out of that game growing up.
It's split-screen co-op.
Hell yeah, baby.
Me and Alex are going to be doing that.
Like I want to see... I want to be surprised. I want to see more on Frontiers. But, like, I'm kind of checked out. Like, I've been kind of checked out on games for a while. Like, there's not really... You know what I want to see, Kyle? I want to see the Saboteur come back.
Oh, you know what? I had a conversation with a friend about
that.
Really? Yeah. That had a DLC that unlocked nudity in the game.
Kyle, I'm a Christian.
That had a DLC that unlocked nudity in the game. I remember that. I remember Garrett mentioning it the one year, and I was like, "What is this game?" And then
you didn't know about it? Wow.
I rented that. I didn't never seen or knew about it. And
the Saboteur slaps. Like it's unironically really good. Like it's just an open world 360 game. Like where you just it's Far Cry but in World War II and you're Irish.
Third person.
But it's so good.
Had a really cool style. Everything was black and white, and everything bad was red until you liberated and then the color came back.
Really fun idea. Mm-hmm. Like that, yeah. I'd like to see the Saboteur come back. I'd like to see Mercenaries 3 happen. Like shit that's never gonna happen. Like I want to see a Chow Garden game. Just a mobile game that's a Chow Garden game. I would put money into that. Like a free-to-play Chow Garden game, but it looks like
Mercenaries 2 and Just Cause 2 remastered.
All of the games I want are just remastered because I'm not having fun with anything new. I want Overwatch 2 to not suck.
I want more info on the Fable game. I heard some stuff about that recently, that the Forza studio that is making it, have to change it because it's not working well on the graphics that they're using.
Really? I forgot that. I keep forgetting that Fable's still a thing.
info, but
Like Outer Worlds 2 would be neat, but like I didn't love
right,
Outer Worlds 1.
that got announced.
I'd like them to say something about Halo that makes it seem enjoyable. Cuz like I feel like we got really hyped when the multiplayer came out and then we never played it again. I bought that season pass and I think that weekend was the last weekend I played.
Playground Fable possibly downscaled after having trouble with the Forza Tech engine. People are talking about that.
Good. I want Nibble to get his own show.
There's our pal Gage in the server.
Yes.
Sent a article the one day to my private Discord.
Oh, look at you.
From Nibble saying Bloodborne remastered being made, next gen only and stuff like that. And
I thought that was confirmed fake.
Yes, hold on.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, interesting. So I like looked up and had a link to it. It had like a PlayStation link. And I looked up and I was like, checking my Twitter. And I was like, I don't see this Nibble like tweet.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like looked up Bloodborne and I was like, I'm like, yes, that's Nibble, same photo. And I scroll down, I'm like seeing just like retweets from this person to like dumb, not like anything news related videos. And I'm like, hold on. And I'm checking their like ads and they're two different people. And I sent this photo to like everybody I knew about Bloodborne. I'm like, oh my, Bloodborne. And then I was like, oh, it's like, fake guys. You just be on the watch out for this article.
That's
and
so funny.
I think I messaged Gage. I'm like, hey, buddy, this is a fake tweet. The link actually takes you to like a 2015 PlayStation Bloodborne article too.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So yeah, that's not.
You know, I was really thinking about picking up Elden Ring, Kyle, and then I saw there's a crafting system, and I was like, don't
even have to touch that.
Really? Okay, maybe I'll change my mind.
I never crafted anything. That's
really
like,
okay.
You don't have to.
The one streamer I really like got COVID, and he was like, I've been playing Bloodborne nonstop, and I haven't streamed in a week, so I have to stream something. And he just played Bloodborne for 9 hours. Or Elden Ring for 9 hours.
I don't know how you're going to get through Elden Ring. If you couldn't find a lever, you're not going to be able to find where anything is in Elden Ring.
Eat the fucking fattest part of my ass.
Elden Ring is so open world that they're just like, there, here you go.
God, you act like I got the fucking cheese touch.
You know what? As every year, you gotta always hope for Half-Life 3.
I was gonna say it, yeah.
It's gonna happen.
I want to see Half-Life 3. I want to see Left 4 Dead 4. I want to see.
Well, we're never getting another Left 4 Dead.
No, never. Not after Back 4 Blood. Back 4 Blood came out, and it no one played it. I didn't hear anybody talk about it. I want to see Gary's Mod 2. I want to see Sonic and Knuckles and Tails and Shadow and Amy and Rouge and Eggman 4. I want to see Tetris 2. I want to see Roblox Revengeance.
Listen, if tomorrow, when they show the PSVR 2 stuff and they show Half-Life Alyx, then we're getting Half-Life 3.
Wait, what? I thought Half-Life Alyx was already out.
Yeah, but if it's coming for the VR 2, PlayStation VR. Remember that there was reports about that? I think we talked about that a while ago.
You think we'd get... I don't think we're ever going to get Half-Life 3. I really don't.
I think we will. I think
even if we do get it, no one's going to be happy with it. Because it's a Duke Nukem Forever situation. And Duke Nukem Forever sucked. And I can say that because I was really excited because I like Duke Nukem a lot. I think he's very silly. And I remember borrowing Duke Nukem from a friend. And he was like, here you go, dude, it sucks. I'm like, all right, cool. And I played it and I was like, this is awful and I love it. And I don't know. Even if Duke Nukem Forever was good, it wouldn't have been good because there's so much time waiting on it. Portal 3. Give us Portal 3.
Portal 3.
Give us a Pokemon that doesn't suck.
That got released today. Did you see the photo? Lechonk? Is that the pig's name?
Yeah. Lechonk. It doesn't I'm happy. I forgot to bring this up. Pokemon got announced today. Kyle, I'm so checked out of Pokemon.
I'm for it because it's fully open world. They said it's fully open world. It's not Sword and Shield open world. This is a whole open world Pokemon game?
I don't know. I'll see.
I think about the Half-Life 3 stuff.
I think about her a lot.
I think after Alex released, I think Jeff Keighley, there's a video out there, I think he sat down and talked to a bunch of, like, developers and stuff like that, and I think they said, like, it would happen.
I'm not trying to change subject, but I'm genuinely curious because we're just kind of talking about ambiguity, the ambiguity of sequels and what we'd like to see. Do you really think we'd get a Psychonauts 3 anytime soon, or do you think we'd have to wait another year before they even say anything? Because I really think Psychonauts, like right now, I think Psychonauts has the power to become a very big franchise.
I think their way of doing things are changing. Like before,
in general?
Like before we had, oh, hey, we're making Psychonauts 2. Here's the Kickstarter. Here's this other whatever starter. Like the info was out there, but now they're by Microsoft. I think they may be a little bit more quiet till like they have something.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like I keep hearing the argument of like Microsoft keeps buying all these studios, but what do they have? Like it feels like they're buying studios and nothing is coming out. Like it feels like nothing is exclusive to Xbox. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe that's just I don't know.
I don't know.
Do you have anything else you'd like to say, Kyle?
Oh, I wonder. No, they won't announce that.
What? Say it.
There's a leak about a PS5 Pro.
Too soon. Give it another year. If it was 2023, 2024, I'd say yeah.
I think I sent you it.
I think this month, I think June, there's supposed to be like a
2023, 2024. According to a TLC technology conference, they had on their Gen 9.0 2020 was Xbox Series SX, PS5, and that Gen 9.5, it says 2023/4, new Xbox Series SX, PS5 Pro. And this was at a conference.
Maybe they'll announce it, but nobody can get their hands on PS5s.
I know.
There's I know 7 people that have, well, that's actually a lot. I don't know. I'm excited for these next few weeks, though, Papa.
Yes.
Do you have anything else you'd like to say?
I think that's it.
Cool. I'm not trying to rush you, I'm sorry, but...
You're good.
I will close on this. Every year, I really look forward to this time. Every year, there's something that I really, really enjoy seeing. And then every year, it feels like I have to wait another 3 years for it. And then I forget. Like that Stray game. I want to love video games again. I really do. But it's very hard. I wish I could get... I feel like it was Last of Us 2 and then Psychonauts 2. And, then there's a huge gap. This year, there hasn't been a game yet for me to love. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm waiting for that. A game where I just want to pour all my time into it. But, I'd also just kind of like to pour all my time into a person, to be completely honest. That sounds nice. Have a picnic. Make a dinner reservation. Talk about your fears. Your goals. Discover what kind of wines you like. Make charcuterie boards. Discover new music. Go on late night drives. Go to Waffle House at 3 a.m. Just love. But thanks for showing up. Thanks for hanging out. My name's Vince. This is my friend. This is my friend. Kyle.
Oh, hello.
I'm letting you outro yourself.
Sorry, I was snacking.
What were you snacking on?
I brought it back with me.
You brought them back?
What do you mean?
You brought it back. From the jungles. Don't play coy. You brought back the... See?
I mean...
What do you mean,
why not?
You mean? Kyle, last time I spoke to Bentley and Sergeant... I was told those were not to be leaving the jungle.
What are they going to do?
I don't know, Kyle. They're going to get you on some sort of a war crime. This is a recorded program. Kyle? Kyle, you good?
I gotta go.
You all right? Papa? Kyle? Fuck. Shit. Let me call him. So thanks for joining. My name is Vince. I hope you've enjoyed it. The intro music is by the one, the only Shane Ivers. There's a link in the description below to his stuff, or you can go to silvermansounds.com/free music to get all of his heaters, or throw that /featherduster and get the song that starts and ends the show. In the description, there is a link to the Discord. Make sure you're in it. There's a ton of fun to be had there. There's also to the Patreon. Again, thank you to the Patreon. If you'd like to see the show become bigger and better, you could always throw a couple bucks my way. And there is the Film Live for Studio audience tier where you get to listen to and watch these be recorded live. There is also the Redbubble that you can support in a smaller monetary way. But hey, just listening and sharing this with your friends and giving it a rating and giving it a comment wherever you listen helps out a ton. Thank you for being here. I hope you're safe. I hope you're well. This isn't going to last forever. I promise. It sucks right now. And everything feels like on the inside you're dying. And I get it. And you just want that warmth back. And you took it for granted when you had it. And it sucks. And you're going to get back to it at one point. And the thing is, you're going to wake up one morning and realize you didn't think about it. And then you're going to say, how many days did I go without thinking about it when it was the first thing I woke up and didn't think about, or when I went to bed I didn't think about it. And it'll hit you. And it'll feel great. And maybe you'll think about it again, but you're one step closer to not thinking about it again. And it's you'll be there. And I believe in you. And I know that you're going to get it. I love you very much. Thank you for spending this time with me and Kyle, who I have to go figure out what the fuck happened to. I love you. Be safe. Say hello to your mother for me. See you next week. Bye. Cool.
Atomic Radio Hour Podcast. A Ghoulman Entertainment production.